Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Atlas. If you guys are new to the channel, hello! Nice to meet you guys. In today's video, I will be discussing Bitcoin, Ethereum, Orchid, aka OXT, as well as OmiseGo or OmiseGo. I'm still not quite sure how to totally say that, but that's OMG. And we got some OMG moments going on today, some pretty interesting stuff that I want to share with you guys. So do not go anywhere. And we are about a minute away or so on the new, yep, there we go, 1 minute. 1 minute to go on the daily chart here, and I've got this on the side. We're going to keep an eye on this and see how things play out with the new daily candle. Typically it's quite volatile. We are just underneath $49,000 for the day. Some interesting things going on as far as like the F2 pool type stuff, and that's one of the things I want to talk about with you guys. I did some research over here and some very interesting data, right? So this is actually going to change here in less than a minute. So for March 5th, it was labeled as 3,422. Let me go ahead and refresh it. And all right, let's get that signed in. Keep me signed in. Been meaning to get that checked on there. All right. Anyways, so we got that back up there. And again, it's less than a minute to go. 3,422 being labeled right there. And let's see how this is going to play out any minute now. So a couple things going on too in the NFT space. There we go. $48,900. Go ahead and refresh this. You guys can see this a little bit more in not a real time because it's a video upload that you guys are seeing, but you get to see on the new daily candle just exactly how this gets impacted. So a lot of green going off right off the bat. Each one of these is at least $100,000, just so you guys know. We'll take a look at this for about a minute, and then I'm gonna actually head into all of the news stuff because there's some really interesting things that are going on there, right? So just underneath $49,000, there we go. We just passed above $49,000 and still pushing, still looking good, looking good. Aw, yeah, baby, that's what I like to see. I like to see that green making some progress. Oh, yeah. Let me know in the comments what your guys' favorite altcoin is that you guys are all over right now, right? All right, just taking a look at this a little bit more, seeing how things are playing out, kind of fighting it out at $49,000 there. You guys can see it's starting to dip a little bit. Now it's underneath $49,000 once again. So some back and forth, now some selling pressure. We'll keep an eye on that, and I'll come back to this in just a little bit. We'll look at the charts too. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button as well. Let's try and get this video to at least 100 likes. Click on the bell icon so you can stay up to date with all of the latest cryptocurrency news, technical analysis. I do stuff on the stock market as well now, so if you guys want to check that out, awesome. Okay, so let's see what's going on with CryptoQuant, right? So March 5th, 3,422. This was depleting from March 3rd. So March 3rd, and then March 4th down, and then March 5th down. Let's see what it says now, right? It should be updated. And yes, it is, March 6th. And it went down more. Let's go! That's what I was expecting to happen. Yes! It is doing what I thought it would do, and it's going down and down and down. Now, the question is it going to stay here, right? This is 1,500 Bitcoin outflow. That's still more than what we saw back on January 21st. We even saw it dip afterwards on that down to sub 1,000 range. And my question is if this is going to start having low numbers now, or is it going to go underneath 1,000 and then is it going to go back to basically within this range, right? Is everything going to go back to the way that it was? That's my big question that I have at the moment. I'm hoping that this has been exhausted and things are going to start looking good. But this is really good. I'm so happy to finally see this because we haven't been at 1,500 since back on January 22nd, right? So we've had a decent amount of time for the outflow from F2 pool. So I did some research on this. You're not going to believe this, guys, but from this is over on Twitter. So if you guys want to check me out, I'm at Atlas Official TV on Twitter. Would love your guys' support. I don't get much love in the crypto community, and it kind of sucks because I love talking about crypto. I love engaging with other people in the crypto community, but I don't really I want a bigger community. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So if you guys want to check that out, if you guys want to drop comments in the videos and stuff, let me know that you're actually there and watching the videos and stuff. That'd be great. But anyway, so I did the numbers. I added these up from January 13th all the way to March 5th, right? I didn't include March 6th. because that just happened. 259,014 Bitcoin total during that time period. 259,014.6017 Bitcoin between January 13th and March 5th, according to data from Crypto Quant. Here's an overlay to better visualize that impact. So if you guys want to go check this out, decipher it however you will, right? But just to clarify some things, you got the price movement here. The yellow line is the 21 EMA. That RSI is down on the bottom side. The volume for the dailies is also on the bluish black chart in the background, and then the white overlay, that's the level of volume that was taking place for that of the F2 pool outflows, okay? So if you guys want to check that out, cool. If not, that's okay too. Now, what are other people saying about stuff with Bitcoin going on, right? Michael Saylor said Bitcoin doesn't just come and find you. You have to go and get it. Cameron Winklevoss said 1.9 trillion more reasons to own Bitcoin. Why is that? Well, because of the fact that the stimulus plan for $1.9 trillion is pretty much done, all right? It's looking like we're about to get another $1,400 checks here in the United States. This went back now to the House, and they're going to be talking about it on Tuesday, and hopefully everything's going to be finalized soon. So it looks like there's some relief that's going to be finally coming. And the question is, how are people going to be spending their money, right? Now, if you can take this into account right here, this is a visual representation where Bitcoin is just underneath $1 trillion at the moment, and the stimulus is $1.9 trillion, just what that actually looks like. And that stimulus is just, boom, it's just been printed, and that's it, right? Bitcoin's been around for 12 years, but look at the value that it's gaining. Some misunderstanding about Bitcoin Relative Strength Index, or the RSI. This chart shows 200 weekly moving average and RSI. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have clicked on that. I might mess up my other stuff I was looking at. And RSI, basically a moving average, but indexed at 0 to 100. Note that in 2013, the high RSI, orange-red period, was 10 months, and in 2017, 8 months. We are now in month 4, bull target, right? So you take a look at this right here. You count these up. That's 10 right there. There's 8 right here. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 from what he's been specifying, right? What I find kind of interesting is how the relative strength had dropped during this period in 2013, 2014 before it climbed up again. And then we saw over in the 2017 period, it was pretty consistent. So the question is, are we going to see that consistency once again, right? That's the big question. All right. Now, hopefully, yep, everything else is still there. Good. Total, this is from the real Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He said total U.S. debt, 28 trillion, total U.S. government spending, 8 trillion, U.S. government tax collection, 3.5 trillion, U.S. government short, 4.5 trillion, Biden to spend $1.9 trillion stimulus, U.S. bankrupt, yet stock market higher, economy sick, very, very sick, buy gold, silver, Bitcoin. I mean, I think you should move Bitcoin to the front of that list, but, it's up to you. Bitcoin bull markets typically have 3 waves. We've just completed wave 1. In 2017, Bitcoin went up 7.5 times from the peak of wave 1 to the peak of wave 3. That would take Bitcoin to $315,000 if it repeated the same pattern, right? We've been seeing this $300,000 range been talked about a couple times, most predominantly through that stock to flow model. The price of Bitcoin was $6,397 before the first stimulus bill was passed by the United States Congress last year. Bitcoin is like, oh yeah, baby. Some very interesting facts for all you guys. So I'm trying to move through these pretty quick so we can get in the charts and keep this video pretty sleek, right? Analysts tell Tesla to dump Bitcoin for buybacks as shares plunge. Tesla is now coming under pressure to sell off the $1.5 billion it holds in Bitcoin. Since the electric vehicle maker announced its crypto buy-in, Tesla shares have fallen by a stomach-churning 30.8%. Gary Black, the former CEO of Aegon, I don't know how you say that, asset manager, tweeted that Tesla would generate positive momentum if it bows out of crypto, adding highly unlikely, but shareholders would be very supportive. Bitcoin's price correction has also been hurting MicroStrategy, the business intelligence firm that owns more than 91,000 Bitcoin. MicroStrategy's share price has tumbled by 52.8% in less than a month. The company doesn't seem too worried, though. MicroStrategy bought another 205 Bitcoin this week in a $10 million spending spree that coincided with the latest dip. While the software company began putting its existing assets into Bitcoin in 2020, back when Bitcoin traded at about $10,000, its latest purchases have yet to break even. Okay? Tether interesting news with them too. Still dusting itself off after a showdown with the New York Attorney General, Tether is really struggling to catch a break right now. This week, hackers threatened to release sensitive company documents that supposedly belonged to Tether, unless they were paid a 500 Bitcoin ransom, a staggering sum worth $23.8 million at the time. Tether announced that what was happening on Twitter and declared, "We are not paying." The deadline is now passed, but what remains unclear is whether the extortionists are attempting a single cash grab or whether it's all part of a greater effort to undermine Tether and the rest of the Bitcoin ecosystem. And over in India, there's been another dramatic twist in the will they, won't they saga of India's planned crypto ban. On Saturday, Indian Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said reports that the government is pursuing a blanket ban on cryptocurrencies are overstated. She stressed that regulations won't be as severe as previously reported, and the authorities were determined to take a very calibrated stance. The comments will no doubt come as a relief for crypto businesses and investors in the world's second most populous country following years of uncertainty. At one point, India was considering introducing jail terms of up to 10 years for anyone caught dealing in cryptocurrencies, along with a hefty fine. The country's central bank also introduced a ban that stopped banks from offering services to crypto businesses, causing several to collapse. Those restrictions were sensationally overturned by the Supreme Court last year. Sitharaman's latest remarks are at odds with the Bloomberg report last month that claimed crypto assets would soon be completely banned in India. So let me know what you guys think about this bit of news, but we still have even more to go. So Tesla's Bitcoin buy caused the price to soar, with Bitcoin climbing to almost $60,000 by mid-February. The Bitcoin price has lost almost 20% since then. However, with Tesla stock falling even further, losing 30% since it's revealed it had bought Bitcoin. We're kind of just talking about this a minute ago. Now, Bitcoin billionaire Tim Draper has suggested both Apple and Netflix could follow Tesla into Bitcoin, warning that fears over inflation will push companies towards Bitcoin. What do you guys think is going to be the next major institution to come step forward and announce that they're buying Bitcoin or that they just bought Bitcoin? Do you guys think that one of these sounds possible? And then there's a mining company. Mining is essentially the digital production of a cryptocurrency. Cipher Mining specializes in Bitcoin. According to the company, its merger with Good Works acquisition will create a business with an enterprise value of $2 billion. The combined entity will be known as Cipher Mining and be listed on the NASDAQ with the ticker symbol CIFR. So that is actually really exciting news as well. More mining companies, I think, is a good thing. If we can get to more renewable forms of energy, and there's a lot of talks now going on with how people are capturing the gases from like the oil fields, and they're using that to power their electricity, which is actually changing some of the things, something about with the flame or something like that, right? So it's looking like people are trying to explore more ways to increase the mining and efficiency of Bitcoin, but at the same time reducing emissions. So I'm excited to see how that's going to play out. And then lastly, I didn't actually have this set up here, but let me see if I can try and find it real quick. So Jack tweet should be like one of these top ones. Yeah. Okay, so Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey's first tweet ever from 2006 is up for sale. The current bid is $2 million, right? So it is, it's looking pretty dang heavy right there. And I don't know if someone else has included a link to it or not. I don't want to spend too much time on this if I can't find it here pretty soon. And where did it go? Somebody share a link to it? Yeah, the last that I saw was like a couple hours ago. It was $2.5 million. It may have actually gone up since then, and I'm not sure where it is. Okay, so it's somewhere around here, right? Regardless, you guys get the point. Let's go take a look at what's going on in the charts. So with Bitcoin, oh yeah, and so the whole idea with that, let me go ahead and finish that up real quick. The idea behind that is that now you can go through that website and you can purchase tweets like an NFT, and you're buying them using Ethereum, right? A lot of people have been waiting to see what's going to happen with Bitcoin being introduced as forms of payment to Twitter. And right now we're actually seeing it most heavily being influenced in the push direction with Ethereum with the NFT space. So Bitcoin stuff may follow afterwards. It doesn't mean that they're not going to do stuff with Bitcoin as well. We'll have to wait and see. And then for those of you guys that don't know, if you use the Brave browser, you can actually tip content creators already. This has been going on for a while now over on their tweets using the basic attention token. So that's pretty cool too, right? Now looking over at the Bitcoin side, let's go ahead and get all of our chart stuff back on top here. $49,118, just kind of pulling over this chart. As you guys can see, it's a little bit of a zigzag going on here, but it's above $49,000 right now, which is looking pretty good. Okay, so far in the daily, it is green, looking good. Looking good. I am Groot. Don't forget, guys, if you're new and you're enjoying yourselves, to hit subscribe, to hit the thumbs up like button as well, and let's try and get this video to 100 likes, and click the bell icon. It's so important you guys click that bell icon. Oh, and sorry, just real quick on the side, I listed 2 of my tweets on that website to sell. My first tweet I ever did from back in 2013, and then another one that's just like a little motivational thing. So if you guys want to support me as a content creator, if you want to own your own first tweet NFT kind of thing, I do have mine for sale. You can put an offer on them, and you choose whatever price you want to list for it if you guys want to do it. But I do have 2 on my Twitter account. Anyways, let's go focus on what's going on with the charts, okay? So Bitcoin has broken above this level of resistance right here at $49,000. Absolutely beautiful. Now it's moving on its track once again, trying to hit these higher positions. $49,200 was a bounce that we had happen yesterday, and it's actually looking like we had a little bit of a bounce so far today, pretty close to that. So let's try and get above $49,200 first. If it can manage to do that, then we have a level of resistance. Obviously, from a psychological standpoint, this is at $50,000. A further continuation up past that, it's then going to be at $52,672, and then beyond that is going to be the $57,607 range or so, in the all-time high at $58,400. Breaking above that, we're in price discovery zone, and this purple line is just a continuation pattern. So on today's position, if we actually got all the way back up to $72,638, that would put us right back on track towards $100,000. But obviously that's a massive gain for the day, and that's just to get in the baseline for that day, and obviously there'd be some pullback. So something like that, and then seeing some pullback and a further continuation up would be great. But realistically, if we could even get to, say, $66,206 today, which would still be absolutely insane, seeing that we're not even at $50,000 right now, right? You're talking like $17,000 gain. Probably not going to happen. But let's just say hypothetically it did. It would need to hold out or go down some and then recover back here to start being back on track. And that would actually put us towards the end of April of hitting the $100,000 price range, okay? If this decides that it wants to go down, the levels we need to keep an eye on right now is going to be on the 21 EMA at $48,226. Further level drop down below that at $47,000. Another level at $46,264. Now let's go take a look at what's going on with Ethereum. And I'm going to try and run through these fairly quickly for you guys. Green day and a candle closure above the 21 EMA. Yes, let's go. Finally. Oh my God, man. We've been stuck underneath this 21 EMA now for too many days. Feels like an eternity, right? But, we've dealt with a lot worse than this. So we really shouldn't complain too much, right? But we are above the 21 EMA, daily candle closure. Finally, that's looking good. This is more than likely because of the fact of the Twitter announcement I was just talking about, where you can buy the NFTs, the tweets, but you use the Ethereum to do that. So more people are going to obviously probably go buy Ethereum so that they can be able to put bids on these different tweets. So we've seen a price increase right here above the $1,650 is where we closed out on a high. We already are at that. Now we just passed above it for the new daily candle here at 1,677. So realistically, we're going to have some resistance at 1,700, another level at 1,750, further continuation up at 1,972, then 2,000 from a psychological standpoint, the all-time high at 2,042. Anything above that is in the price discovery zone. This is looking absolutely beautiful. Technical radars are suggesting the buy as well. If this drops down, we do have support being established at $1,610. A further drop down, we would see down to $1,400, and then a further breakdown below that at $1,379, and significant at $1,285. I wouldn't be too worried about that right now, but anything is technically possible. right? Now let's go take a look at what's going on with Orchid. Like I said, I'm going to try and run through these pretty quickly for you guys. Orchid still below the 21 EMA itself, so that's not great. Did have a green candle, although some selling pressure going back and forth between these. It's a slow climb with this at the moment and forming this bit of a consolidated phase. So on the way up, it's going to need to break above 48 cents here, 47.90. Another level at approximately 50 cents on the 21 EMA. That's at 0.4974. A further level up above that, it's going to be at 58 cents. Another level up above that is going to be at 68 cents. And then a big break above 79 leaves a big range to grow towards that $1 region zone. If this decides that it wants to go down, we're going to see support at 45 cents. Another level of support, I think I'm a sneeze. Excuse me. Another level of support at approximately 44 cents. Those are two key significant levels to check out right now. And absolutely just like a death spiral drop, we would be potentially seeing it go down to 35 cents or 0.3557. But right now things are looking pretty good with Ethereum moving up. A lot of these altcoins that are built off of that chain are more than likely going to be pushing as well. Okay, so that's with Orchid. And then lastly, we're going to be taking a look at OMG. OMG had a green daily candle closure, and just like Ethereum, it also finally closed above the 21 EMA. So OMG is looking in a good bullish position as well. It is on its rise up right now. We're actually going to set up for this a Fibonacci sequence. All right, I would say right about here looks like that's pretty substantiated. And by looking at that, there we go. Now you guys can visualize this a little bit better. It is looking like on the rise up, guys, that we are going to have some resistance at $5.48. You can actually see some reference points over here as well, bounce off of that zone and that zone. And then another level up is going to be at $6.07. Another level continuation up at $6.93. We got this high position up here at $8.03. And then going up above that is going to ultimately pull us in towards this previous all-time high, which is all the way over here at approximately $10, $10.04 or so. All right, so breaking $10 is going to be a big key thing. We're going into double-digit zones. If this decides that it wants to go down, we do have support here on the 21 EMA at $5, $5.01 basically, but $5. We can see that also being substantiated a little bit more with these reference points off of these tops of these wicks here. Further level drop down at $4.88, and a significant drop down. Well, actually, slightly more of a drop down would be right here in this. This is looking pretty substantiated. That's at about $4.52 or so. I'm going to swap this over to the red color. And then a significant drop down to $4.13. The RSI is slightly above median zone. Technical radar suggests buy. Volume yesterday was a little bit more of an uptick, but still not anything comparable to what we've been seeing. So this looks like this has a potential to go on a really good run right now, right? Oh, what is going on? Didn't mean to do all that. Let's go ahead and get this saved and wrap up this video. So once again, guys, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button as well. Let's try and get this video to at least 100 likes. You know what? Maybe psychologically, if we get this to 100 likes, Bitcoin will get over $50,000 again. Look at the sound of enthusiasm in my voice. Just me saying it is putting it into the universe, and I'm causing Bitcoin's price to go up. Keep going up, you beautiful bastard. I love you, Bitcoin! I love your face so freaking much! Yes! It loves the attention. It loves the attention. Wow, look at this thing go, baby. You're the sexiest beast in the world, Bitcoin. I've never met a cryptocurrency that looks so attractive as you. You're beautiful inside and out, and the whole world is gonna love you. You know what I mean? Like, you're just so freaking cool. All right, I don't know how many more compliments I can do to it. Oh, God, I'm running out of compliments. You guys need to drop some compliments, I guess, right? Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, click the bell icon so you know when we have a new video, guys. It takes a quarter of a second to do these things. Drop a comment down below. Tell me what you guys thought about all the news today, what you're most excited for, what you're concerned about. And then if you guys want, there's some referral links in the description. Coinbase referral link, there's Webull referral link, there's Robinhood, and also BlockFi. So you got all kinds of good stuff. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next episode.